Sue Williamson wrote, "Mark, you should make some instructional/inspirational/fun video blog for theater auditions." That is a thing that I can do. As a high schooler, I auditioned for and acted in several plays under director Sue Williamson, but since then I've also held my fair share of auditions for video and film projects and done a little bit of acting myself. So this advice would probably be centered towards people auditioning for Sue or high school theater in general, but some of it is probably transferable to other acting or film audition experiences. Step 1, block it out. If you know what scene you're going to do, and you have the foresight of having those pages and know other people that are going to be going into those auditions, get those people and assign parts to each other and block it out. Somebody be over here and then cross over here and get in this person's face. And the worst thing, 95% of all the auditions I saw in high school are just kids standing in a semicircle. They stand here in a semicircle and nervously read from their script. So don't be that guy. If you have the opportunity to go into this audition looking like you already have a plan, you're going to set yourself already above like 90% of the other people auditioning. Step 2 is go big. It's always better to do too much than to do too little. And it's theater, so they need to be able to read your expressions in the back of the auditorium. I don't know what those expressions were. They didn't mean anything. Also, they need to be able to hear you all the way in the back if your microphone turns off or dies or gets unplugged or someone forgets to turn it on. And in high school theater, that happens a lot. Generally, a director would rather work with someone going too big because it's much, much easier to scale down a performance that is already too powerful than to try to pull something up out of nothing. Step 3 would be to make choices, and not just any choices, make strong, specific choices. Choose where your character has just come from. Choose how they react to the environment that's around them. Choose what strategy they're using in this conversation or in the action that they're doing to get what they want. If it's not clear in the script what your character wants and what they're doing to try to get that, then it's up to you to make those choices. And you've got to take a risk. Maybe it won't work, but it's going to be better than not making a choice at all. Step 4, aim high, but be realistic. Often there's just one big role that everyone is going for. They all want the big one male lead or female lead, and then there's a second part that is almost just as good as that, and no one's auditioning for that one. So if you are the one person who chooses they want that role and stake your claim and work really hard on that character, you're gonna get it. But also don't be afraid to take risks. If you really, really want the lead part and you think you are the right one for that, then go for it. But know that you're going to have to work at it. And conversely, just because you're a senior or an experienced actor, don't think that you're going to get the lead part just because of who you are. You have to work for everything. And then, of course, remember the basics. Stand up straight, speak clearly and confidently. Remember, everyone else is probably just as nervous as you are. Have fun with it. Learn the lines so you don't have to be buried in your script. And say the right lines. For instance, if you're auditioning for Taming of the Shrew, the character Vincentio is from Pisa. So don't get up in front of everybody and say, "I am Vincentio of Penis." Because that's wrong, and people will laugh at you. And it will be awful. I'm speaking from experience. But know that if and when you do screw up and embarrass yourself, you will recover, and it's gonna be okay. Just laugh along with everybody, and then do it again and do it right. So that's pretty much it. Just block it out, go big, make choices, aim high, and remember the basics. Or as I call it, my basic biogymnic rhythm system. It's very easy to remember. And remember that you're always auditioning. The way that you act before and after your audition, the way you talk to your fellow actors and the director, the way you respond to the role that you are offered, is all part of your audition and your audition for the next project. So just try to be a nice person, and that will help immensely with a lot of things in life. And don't accidentally say penis. Yoga Lattes.